One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head, NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from my home. This is NBA One Take, April 22nd, 2026. 3 games for me on the docket. 3 games for me on the docket. My first game is, yes, my Lakers, man. That's all. My Lakers. It's all on my Lakers. Yeah. Old man Bron, right? Y'all talking that mess. Old man Bron. Yeah. We beat the Rockets 101-94. KD is back, but that still didn't stop us. My man Braun, 28-8, was the master of doing things. And then Marcus Smart, God damn, that boy Marcus Smart. You know, I remember he used to be Mr. Hot and Cold in Boston. You know, but man, he was hot. He had 25, and Luke Kennard again, 23, making it look great for us. And I'm very, very, very pleased that we get the 2-0 lead. Now I said we was gonna lose in 6. I don't think we're gonna get swept, but my God, dear Lord, please get us through this. Get us through this. That's it. Get us through this. Get us through this. So then Luke could come back. And then, yeah, the Don. Austin Reeves a little different, but I think Luka, get in there. If we get to that second round, I know maybe playing the OKC Thunder, but we get Luka there, we'll have some trouble. We'll have some real trouble. But for the Rockets, Operation Shingun had 20 and 11. Jabari Smith Jr. had 18. Amin Thompson 16 and 9. Now, the Rockets is some digging they have to do, especially with Ime Udoka. He's just not settled with how they're defending and things like that. So he's not. So it's something. It's something huge. It's something huge that he has to deal to get out this hole. You know, I'm just honest with you. It's a lot. You know, they're thinking something in the beginning of the season, and being down 0-2 is not good, especially to the Lakers when we're down two of our best players. All right, the next game was a great game between the Portland Trailblazers and the San Antonio Spurs. And the Blazers did get the win 106-103. But the big news is Victor Wembanyama went down in a move where he was trying to do a move, try to spin, but I think Drew Holiday did pull a chair on him and he hit his head. And when he left to the locker room, he had his concussion. It's very, very, very concerning because if he's out for 1 or 2 games, they could still tie this series. If it's anything longer, they're not beating them. I'm sorry, the Spurs will be out. They'll be out because they really need him. They really need him. You know, Stephon Castle had 18. De'Aaron Fox was 17. Devin Vassell had 16 and 12. I mean, those guys can score. They can put up numbers. But when we're talking about just impact, unstopping impact, you know, overpower a team with no answer, that's Wemby. Defensively, offensively, he's an anomaly. He's the alien. And without him, they're not escaping this. You know, I understand Scoot Henderson, he had 31 points. Right? A guy that was taking number 2 behind Victor. In his career, we'll see. because if he continues to play like this, we're not questioning about number one, but we also had that bust thing around him. That's definitely going to go away. You know, Drew Holiday 16-9, and Avia had 14. And man, man, this series tied that one. All right, and the last game is the 76ers and the and the Celtics. And the 76ers tied this 1-1. Besides VJ Edgecombe, 30, 29 for VJ. Maxey had 30. They have 59 points in the backcourt. 59 points and 19 assists for those guys. That is impressive. Paul George had 19. The Celtics just did not have it done. They was shooting too many threes. They was just missing. Guys was not doing. Derek White was struggling. So many guys were struggling. Tatum, he had 19, 14, and 9, almost a triple-double, but it just didn't seem like, Tatum. Jaylen Brown had a strong outing, 36, but where's the help? And them and the Sixers look fast, boy. They look fast. They look fast. And the Celtics couldn't stop. They couldn't compile that speed. They couldn't compile that speed from those two guys. If that speed is like that, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. I'm telling you. I mean, I got the Celtics still winning, but man, I don't even know. And this Embiid thing is dragging out. Always questions about Embiid. Those guys are just looking to play with or without him. That's it. And they're understanding that. All right, and what I watched also, Euphoria season 3 episode 2. I know I just was talking about this last video. Part 1. So we got Rue, right? After episode 1, she gets a job with my man out of BC, right? Out of BC from Oz. I don't even know his name. He's out of BC than me. I got his name out of BC. Marshawn Lynch works with him, and also my man Roller from Power. He's also and Roller is like some ice cold, straight up guy. So Rue gets a job with him after everything with Lori, and it's just crazy. The craziness behind that is also a dialogue between Lori and out of BC, and instead of they call him the N word. They called him a pig, and actually he was so pissed by that. He said pig is the worst thing you could ever call somebody. He said the N word out. I expect that. Call me a pig. So he put a pig in Lori's living room, and she was like, "What?" Trust me, it was it's it's crazy. And then Maddie, she's back. It shows what she was dealing with, how she got a position at this firm that represents actors, and then she almost built this young girl that she found into a big star doing OnlyFans, and then she was unable to do that because of her job and made a huge mistake. And then Cassie actually reached out to her, and Cassie reached out to Maddie because obviously, Cassie is with Nate, and Nate and Maddie was high school sweethearts, so she cheated on him and everything else like that, and they haven't spoken, and there's no Cassie's. She's trying to do OnlyFans, and Maddie, she does it, and it's just interesting where that's gonna go. And Nate said, "Oh yeah, so need to take this stuff down. I'm not with that, and everything else like that." And but it's interesting. It's interesting, and also Jules is back. Jules is living an interesting life. She says she's with someone and she's in a penthouse and everything, and Rue reaches out, and so Rue and Jules looks like they're gonna rekindle something, but it's not the same. Not the same in high school because a lot has changed. And Rue's dealing with a lot at this club with dealing out with this club with working with out of BC because he has to deal with a lot of craziness and working with out of BC because of a girl OD'd on fentanyl. Now she has to deal with it, and she's actually dealing with some kind of crazy Hispanic girl that's very crazy, and we'll see where that dynamic goes going forward because I think Rue is dealing with a lot, dealing with that. She has no idea, but she doesn't want to be under Lori at all. So we'll see. But that's all I had. This NBA One Take, a Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.